Organizational design is the process within which an organization decides how to delegate, coordinate, and supervise its employees. The company's corporate framework creates a stable basis on which to support its workers. Organizational design is vital for the efficient functioning of an organization, as well as the successful performance of workers. Employee organization matching has the ability to boost an employee's job development, foster healthy work atmospheres, as well as increase the organization's productivity. The first step in evaluating the style of organizational design I will be ideally suited to when I graduate is to determine my personal career aspirations and plan direction. Organizational design is the process within which an organization decides how to delegate, coordinate, and supervise its employees. The company's corporate framework creates a stable basis on which to support its workers. Organizational design is vital for the efficient functioning of an organization, as well as the successful performance of workers. Employee organization matching has the ability to boost an employee's job development, foster healthy work atmospheres, as well as increase the organization's productivity. The first step in evaluating the style of organizational design I will be ideally suited to when I graduate is to determine my personal career aspirations and plan direction. My biggest priority is not to get into a career or business that leaves me miserable. While ascending the corporate ladder, my key priorities are to improve my teamwork skills, acquire experience from others, maintain a work-life balance, and make meaningful connections that keep me satisfied. That is why I believe I would be best suited to a horizontal organizational design. The company design I have chosen has a horizontal structure, also known as a flat structure, which is commonly used in small businesses. It signifies a community in which workers are actively engaged in decision making and management power is minimized with the intention of improving productivity. The 1980s specifically saw society focusing less on vertical-based authority and switching to horizontal organizations. The organizational style relies on teams that operate independently with a primary emphasis on content and workflow. The business culture is often built around a series of common goals focused on healthy relationships, openness and transparency, and teamwork, with a heavy emphasis on employee empowerment. Metaphors have the power to simplify. Careers are commonly represented as a road or a journey, but each career viewpoint and organizational design creates its own image of career. The metaphor I have chosen to represent the organizational nature of the horizontal team design is that of a busy bee, working hard alongside others, happily advancing in a positive atmosphere. Between the two, there are a variety of parallels that allow a metaphor to be created. If it's the queen bee, the worker bee, or the drone bee, each has a particular role to play, just like employees have unique roles which all contribute to the overall project, for example, finance members and IT members. To pollinate large groups of crops, a swarm of bees is required. Without the swarm, there would be no product to make honey. Similarly, a group of workers come together to share a common goal. They are more effective as a collective and they can more easily overcome issues. For bees, the waggle dance is the way they interact and convey each other's orders. Telephone, social media, meetings in the office are ways in which we connect with each other. Bees need flowers to pollinate the crops, but also to collect nectar. Likewise, you need to collaborate with external people and customers. Realistically, my career will take up half of my waking hours for the next 40 years at least, impacting my finance, my status in society, satisfaction, and quality of life. Understanding my career and career goals will ultimately impact the type of organizational design I will gravitate towards. The influence of organizational design on my future career centers around the idea of occupation, matching individual and organizational needs, meaning a win-win scenario for both the organization and me, the employee. If a company's employee composition does not fit its organizational nature and design, it risks developing boundaryless careers in which workers move between companies, causing skill displacement and high staff turnover. Shelley, for example, is fresh out of university and entering her first job in the design industry. She has a strong picture of her future career narrative and she knows where she sees herself in the next 5 years. She wants to develop expertise by working directly with other fashion designers in the industry. As a result, she acknowledges that she has to work in a cohesive team atmosphere without the conventional pillars of hierarchy in order to advance in her career. Therefore, Shelley applies for a paid internship at a fashion label owned by a collective of independent designers. Shelley is happy, she is learning new skills, and she is pleased with her work. She has an optimistic view. Shelley could have ended up like Kelly if she hadn't known about organizational design. Kelly is a financial assistant who is 27 years old. She graduated from university with no clear career aspirations and took the first job that came her way. Kelly struggles in social settings and her shyness keeps her from sharing her thoughts, and as a result, her full job potential. Kelly was unaware that the organisation she was entering had a team-based structure. If she had learned more about the various types of organisations, she would have found she would be better suited to a different form. Kelly has not progressed in her position and does not fit well in the culture. As a result, she is unhappy with her career and has a pessimistic view of her career direction, impacting her overall well-being. Having a comprehensive knowledge of organizational design helps one to make a better decision about their professional lives. It has an overall positive impact in helping graduates in our future careers.